data is actually saved inside the hard disk. So hard disk, actually hard disk, it is divided into number of sequence, number of parts are there for the hard disk. So we'll see that how this sequence is there. So hard disk, it is the collection of platters. So here we can see that number of circular disks are there. So this number of circular disks that are placed one above another, and these are called as platter. So hard disk, this is the collection of multiple platters. Then all these platters, so these circular disks are called as platters, and all these platters are connected by using such rod, and this rod is called as spindle. Okay, so all these platters are placed one above another, and all that platters are connected by using the spindle. What is the job of the spindle? So the spindle, it moves these platters in the clockwise or in the anti-clockwise direction. So what is the direction of this platter? So by with the help of the spindle, that is the spindle, it either move in the clockwise direction or it moves in the anti-clockwise direction, and the job of the spindle is to rotate these platters in the clockwise or in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so number of platters are there, but for understanding purpose here I have drawn these four platters. Now after that, all these four platters are connected with the help of spindle, that are moved in the anti-clockwise or clockwise direction. Then all these platters, on all the platters, the read write head is present. This is called as read write head. Here you can observe that read write head. So on each platter, read write head is present. That read write head, it is used to read the data which is saved on this platter. Okay, so here we can observe that multiple platters are there, and each platter is having upper surface and the lower surface. Means here you can imagine that हर एक platter को upper surface and lower surface है. If आपने अगर CD देखा है, CD means compact disk, तो compact disk में जब data save होता है, so that is saved on the upper side also and the lower side also. Okay, so same thing is there, that this platter, it is having the upper surface and the lower surface, and this read write head, it is used to read the data from the upper surface as well as from the lower surface. So here you can observe that अगर यहाँ पे you can imagine that suppose this platter, it is having upper surface and lower surface, data is saved on the upper surface as well as lower surface. So by using this two read write head, your operating system, it reads the data from the upper surface as well as from the lower surface. मतलब ये ऐसे if we will consider a pin, so that pin, two heads are there for that particular pin, and that one head is present above the platter and another head is present below the platter. So all these read write heads that are connected by using an actuator arm. So this is called as actuator arm. So all these read write head are connected by using actuator arm, and now the movement of this actuator arm is from left to right or from right to left. अभी देखो यहाँ पे स्पिंडल कैसे मूव हो रहे हैं हमारे, इधर इन क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन और इन एंटी क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन, बट एक्चुएटर, ये जो रीड राइट हेड है, that are moving because of this actuator arm, this read write head that are moving in the left direction or in the right direction. So only दो डायरेक्शन में ये read write head आपका मूव हो सकता है, either in left or in the right direction. तो यहाँ पे ये क्यों ऐसे मूव हो रहा है लेफ्ट टू राइट और राइट टू लेफ्ट, क्योंकि यहाँ पे डेटा इट इज सेव्ड ऑन द प्लेटर एवरीवेयर, 360 डिग्री में आपका डेटा सेव्ड है. नाउ सपोज हियर, सपोज ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम इट वांट टू रीड द डेटा फ्रॉम दिस direction, then it will move that read write head from rightmost side to the leftmost direction. Okay, so it moves in the left direction or in the right direction, ऐसे ये movement होता है. So for this, for understanding purpose here, uh, here you can relate this structure of the architecture with the gramophone. So in the earlier days, such type of gramophones were used for playing songs. So, and on that gramophone, the black CDs were placed. Here you can see this big black CD. It is placed on this gramophone. And this CD, जो black CD है, this is the collection of platters. Here you can observe that this is the collection of platters. And songs were saved on these platters. And now for running for playing that song, here this read write, this is the actuator arm and this is the read write head. So by using the read write head, it is reading the song which is saved on this platter. Okay, so agar if by changing the position, now this read write head or this actuated arm that can move in the left direction or in the right direction. Agar if it want to read the data from here, from this section, then this read write head, it is moved inside, that is it is moved from right direction into the left, towards the left direction, like this. So we can relate this hard disk structure with this gramophone. Now here, see, so number of platters are there, multiple platters are there that are placed one above another. On each platter, two surfaces are there, top surface and the lower surface. So top, upper surface and lower surface. So data is saved on upper surface as well as lower surface. Now here, on each platter, number of tracks are present. See, on each platter, number of tracks are present. Here you can see that number of tracks are present on, here you can observe these tracks. So suppose ये एक आपका platter है, upper top surface है इसका platter का. So here you can see the number of tracks are present on the upper surface of this platter. Okay, so here we can see that initially platters are there, then top surface and upper surface and lower surface is there, then number of tracks are present on each surface, then equal number of tracks are present on the upper surface as well as on the lower surface. Means अगर upper surface पे आपके 50 tracks है, for example if 50 tracks are there on the upper surface, then 50 tracks are present on the lower surface, like this. Okay, so number of tracks are there. After that, these tracks, the tracks which are present on each surface of the platter, so here these tracks are divided into number of sectors, like this. Okay, so these tracks are divided into number of sectors. So here we can see that tracks are divided into fixed number of sectors. Suppose अभी ये सबसे top most आपका platter है. So that platter, suppose 250 tracks are there, and if that 250, so 250 number of tracks are present on the upper surface as well as on the lower surface, and suppose now on that 250 tracks, if 512 number of tracks are present, so if 512 number of tracks are present on the top surface, then 512 number of tracks are present on the lower surface also. So this case is similar for each platter. Okay, now here this track, it is divided into fixed number of sectors. And why these sectors are used? So these sectors are used to save the data. Okay, these sectors are used to save the process, program or files which are created by the user. So normally when we create a file, suppose you have created the .doc file, and when you save it into the hard disk, that time that file, it is saved inside this sector. Okay, so data is stored inside the sector. So many times in the competitive exam, such type of question is asked, that is number of platters are given, then number of tracks and number of sectors are given, and the question is asked that find the size of the hard disk. तो ये आपका hard disk का architecture है. So in that architecture, this data is given and you have to find out the size of the hard disk. So how to find it out? So such type of question, it was asked in the GATE exam also. So see how we can find out the disk size. So see, disk initially, it is the collection of multiple platters. Each platter is having upper surface and the lower surface. On each surface, that is upper surface or lower surface, mein number of tracks are there. Number of tracks are divided into number of sectors, and on each sector the data is saved. So now if this information is given and you have to find out the size of the hard disk. So how we can find out here? We can find out the size of the hard disk by multiplying the number of platters with the number of surfaces, multiplied with the number of tracks, multiplied with the number of sectors, multiplied with the data, which is size of the data which is saved in one of the track. Okay, so see how we can find out here. So let us consider that it is given in the question that 8 platters are there. मतलब 8 platters से 8 circular rings है. Now here it is always given in the question that many times in the exam it is asked that number of platters are 8. but data it is saved only on the upper surface or only on the lower surface. Such type of question can be asked. तो अगर यहाँ पे दिया है कि data is saved on the upper surface and you have to find out the disk size, so in that case you have to take the value of the surface as 1. But if it is given that the data it is saved on the upper surface as well as on the lower surface, then we will take the value of the surface as 2. Okay, so here data it is saved on the upper surface as well as lower surface. So that's why here we are considering 2. So 8 number of platters are there, then 2 surfaces are there to each platter. Suppose on each platter 256 number of tracks are there. ये जो है कि ये 256 number of tracks are there. Then each track it is divided into 512 number, sorry, 256 number of tracks are there, and each track is divided into 512 number of sectors. So this data is given, and it is also given that how much data is saved on each sector, in on each sector. So suppose it is given that 512 KB data is saved. So in that case, you can find out the disk size by multiplying platters, surface, number of tracks, sectors, and data. So if you will multiply this, then you will get the size of the hard disk in terms of KB. So have you understood this? Any doubt? Yes, any doubt? Yes. Have you understood? Okay. Now here, what is the seek time? Seek time now. While we are studying the disk scheduling algorithm. So see, now while we are learning this disk scheduling algorithm, so let us consider that suppose this we will consider this platter. Initially, your read write head of this actuated arm, it is present on the track number 1. Track number 1 पे present है. And suppose process P1 is there. Process P1 is there, and process P1 it want to read the data or fetch the data from the track number 100. मतलब ये एक platter है, इसमें 100 tracks है. And now if we can consider that track numbers from 0 to 99. If we will start the index from 0, so first track number is 0. This one is the 0th track number, और जो last one होगा वो आपका 99 track number होगा. And suppose currently your read write head it is pointing over here. यहाँ पे 0th track number पे उसने point out किया है. But now you want to play the song from here. यहाँ पे जो song save है वो आपको play करना है. So in that case, what we will do here? We will move this read write head from this track number 0 to track number 99. Okay, so what is the seek time? So seek time means it is the time taken by the read write head for moving from track number 0 to track number 99. Okay, so this time is calculated by using the disk scheduling algorithm. And what is the aim of the or goal of the disk scheduling algorithm? To minimize this seek time. That is, minimize the time required by the read write head from moving from one track to another track. So that's why here we are studying the disk scheduling algorithm. So what can be the worst case or what can be the best case here? So let us consider your read write head, it is pointing on the track number 0. And suppose operating system need to read the data from the file which is saved from in the track number 0 only. So in that case, there is no need to move this read write head anywhere, because your read write head it is pointing to the track number 0, and operating system need to fetch the data from the track number 0 only. So here no time is not required to for moving that read write head. So this case we can consider as a best case. But now what can be the worst case over here? So let us consider that 200 tracks are there. 200 tracks are there and your read write head it is pointing on the track number 0, and operating system need to fetch the data from the file which is saved inside the track number 199. Okay, that is the last track number, because 200 tracks है आपके पास. So currently your read write head it is pointing to the track number 0, and OS need to fetch the data from the file which is saved on the track number 199. So in that case, what your OS will do? OS it will shift the read write head or by using this actuated arm from this location on to the track number 199, because movement of this read write head, it is from left to right और from right to left. और जो मूवमेंट है प्लेटर्स का वो आपका क्या है, या तो क्लॉकवाइज है या तो एंटी क्लॉकवाइज है. So your OS, it will move this read write head from track number 0 to track number 199. So here we will calculate this time. So here we can observe that as this read write head is moving from track number 0 to track number 199, so here maximum time is required to reach to the destination point or to locate the desired track. So in that case, the seek time is increased, where we require here maximum seek time. So what is the aim of the disk scheduling algorithm? So by using the disk scheduling algorithm here, we will try to reduce this time which is required by an operating system to locate the desired